Have you ever wondered how important footprinting and recon countermeasures are in cybersecurity? Let's shed some light on it. In the digital age, our lives are intertwined with technology. The internet, while a boon, has also opened the floodgates to cyber threats. This is where footprinting and recon countermeasures come into play. Footprinting is like a detective's work in the cyber world, gathering as much information about a target system to find potential vulnerabilities. On the flip side, recon countermeasures are the shields, the defensive tactics used to thwart these cyber sleuths, protecting our systems from threats. The rise of cyber threats isn't slowing down. In recent years, we've seen a significant uptick in cyber attacks, making footprinting and recon countermeasures more relevant than ever. They're not just tools for the tech-savvy, but crucial practices for anyone who cherishes their digital security. As we delve deeper, you'll realize the crucial role these measures play in securing your data. Now, let's get a grip on what footprinting actually is. Think of footprinting as the process of intelligence gathering, but in the context of cybersecurity. It's a pre-attack phase where hackers collect as much information as possible about a target system or network. This information serves as a roadmap to plan potential attacks. It's like a burglar casing a house before deciding when and how to break in. So, what kind of information are we talking about? Well, footprinting can reveal a wealth of details about a system or network. This may include domain details, the architecture of the network, IP addresses, and even the types of software being used. Every piece of this information, no matter how insignificant it may seem, can offer a potential inroad for a cyber attack. Imagine you're an attacker. Domain details could tell you who owns a network, giving you a starting point for social engineering attacks. Understanding the network architecture helps you identify weak points in the system's defenses. IP addresses might reveal the physical location of servers, and knowing the software a network uses could let you exploit known vulnerabilities in those programs. But it's not just about the technical aspects. Footprinting can also involve a deep dive into a company's online presence. Publicly available information, like employee details on social media or corporate announcements, can provide additional avenues for attack. For instance, knowing that a company is launching a new website might suggest that their IT team is stretched thin, potentially leaving gaps in their cyber defenses. Don't underestimate the power of this information. Footprinting, when conducted by an experienced hacker, can paint a comprehensive picture of a network's security landscape. It can reveal not just the defenses in place, but also the weaknesses and vulnerabilities that an attacker could exploit. In essence, footprinting is like a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's an essential part of maintaining and improving network security. On the other, when used maliciously, it can expose vulnerabilities in a system, paving the way for cyber attacks. Having understood footprinting, it's time to reveal the shield: recon countermeasures. Recon countermeasures, in essence, are your fortress walls in the vast digital landscape. They are the security measures that help in detecting and thwarting footprinting attempts. Footprinting, if you recall, is the process where cyber attackers gather information about a target system to find vulnerabilities they can exploit. Therefore, having robust countermeasures in place is vital to safeguarding your digital assets. Now, let's delve into how these countermeasures operate. Imagine a castle. Just as a castle has watchtowers and guards to detect and deter invaders, so do our digital systems have their own sentinels. These are called intrusion detection systems, or IDS. An IDS monitors network traffic for suspicious activities and issues alerts when it detects potential threats. It's your digital watchtower, constantly scanning the horizon for incoming threats. In addition to IDS, firewalls serve as the castle walls, blocking unauthorized access to your network. They scrutinize incoming and outgoing network traffic based on predetermined security rules. Any traffic that doesn't meet these rules is blocked, forming an effective barrier against cyber attacks. But having watchtowers and walls isn't enough. What if an enemy is already inside the castle? This is where routine security audits come into play. Think of these audits as regular patrols within your castle, searching for any signs of intrusion or vulnerability. They involve a thorough examination of your systems and networks to ensure that security measures are functioning as they should, and to identify any potential weaknesses that could be exploited. These are just 3 of the many techniques used in recon countermeasures. Each plays a crucial role in protecting your digital castle from the relentless onslaught of cyber threats. Remember, the digital landscape is constantly evolving, and so are the threats that lurk within it. Therefore, it's essential to stay vigilant and keep your countermeasures up to date. With the right recon countermeasures in place, the risks of a successful cyber attack can be significantly reduced. Now that we know what they are, how about we learn how to implement these countermeasures? First things first, it's crucial to regularly update your system. Cybersecurity is a rapidly evolving field, and keeping your system up to date ensures that you're protected against the latest threats. You wouldn't want to leave your front door wide open, would you? Think of system updates as adding extra locks to that door. Next, the importance of strong passwords cannot be overstated. A strong password acts like a sturdy lock, keeping unwanted visitors out of your system. Incorporate a mix of letters, numbers, and special characters. And remember, password 123 doesn't exactly scream fortress. Now, let's talk about network segmentation. It's like dividing your castle into different sections. If an intruder gets into one section, they can't automatically access the others. In the same way, if a threat infiltrates one part of your network, it won't have free reign over the entire system. Lastly, continuous monitoring is vital. It's like having a vigilant guard constantly watching for suspicious activity. Implementing security tools that provide real-time threat detection can give you the upper hand in identifying and neutralizing threats before they can cause harm. Remember, implementing these countermeasures is not a one-time task, but a continuous process. It's like maintaining a fortress. You can't just build it and leave it. You have to constantly check for weaknesses, make improvements, and stay vigilant. Always remember, your cybersecurity is only as strong as your weakest link. Before we wrap up, let's quickly revisit the key points we've discussed today. We've talked about the significance of footprinting, a method used by hackers to gather information about a target. To counter this, we explored recon countermeasures, which are strategies to protect against such tactics. We even outlined a step-by-step guide to implementing these measures, such as data obfuscation and network segregation. With the right knowledge and tools, you can significantly reduce your vulnerability to cyber threats. Stay safe and stay protected.